Hello and welcome to Jadekine Gaming. My name is Bob and we are here for the 22nd session of the Shadow Kingdom Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. I'm joined with Vic as Mary, Ryan as Mother June, Adam as Dr. Richter, and Nick as Girl Mary. We left off last time with y'all buying a building, y'all trying to find some deeds and getting fed up, and you standing outside of the Union Hall to see the results of their election for who is going to be running the Union.
Yes.
So that's where we're going to start off, is in front of the Union Hall.
All right. So I kind of try and get an idea for what's going on as I approach.
All right, so you walk up around noon 30, thereabouts, and people are kind of filtering out and milling around, and it just seems like they're waiting too. And Dr. Dan, we're just going to wait.
I'm going to wait and watch. Do I see Agatha?
No, you do not.
Okay, then yeah, I wait and watch for results or her.
All right, so about 25-30 minutes later, Agatha and two other gentlemen and a looks like a kind of an older human woman, past middle age, a little gray, still a little bit of color left in her hair, but it's clinging. It's a beautiful beehive hairdo, comes out and says, "We've tallied the votes, and Agatha shall be the new head. Agatha Hawthorne shall be the new president of the Union." And there's some cheering. There's a lot more cheering than cursing, but yeah. And Agatha's up there just all smiles. And with that, you guys successfully have taken over your first zone. I told you guys basically last session that was going to happen, so they've already all leveled up. But yeah, you completed the first zone.
Well, I did mine on a note card. I have to add it to my sheet.
Okay. I mean, it's not like you didn't have the paperwork. But all right. Whatever made you happy, but yeah, you've...
I didn't know how long it was going to take into the session, but I didn't know I was going to go first.
Oh, yeah, you're going first. So yeah, so you're successfully level 4. Everyone has leveled up. And you can move on to the next zone.
I
good.
Spent some time here cementing our rule.
We've already moved on, man.
If that's what you want to do.
No. Get that bar. That's what you're working on right now. Well, so basically I'm waiting for opportunity amongst things to have an aside with Agatha.
Well, you know, she's talking to a lot of people, a lot of congratulations and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's going to take a bit.
If you want to wade your way into the crowd, you can talk to her now. If not, you're going to wait about 45 minutes to an hour.
I'll wait my hour.
All right. So you wait your hour, and it clears up, and Agatha seems like she's walking away from the building a bit.
You know, I approach to offer, congratulations. Mother June is currently obtaining property, ideally for her church, or at least that's the hope. So she wasn't able to make it, but she wanted to also send her congratulations, and we went to buy lunch if you want, because I have the hot box with the...
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. So, bring you lunch if you wanted to just have something nice to celebrate as you figure out what's next.
Oh, thank you so much. You want to come back in my place? We'll have tea and have some lunch then?
Certainly.
Okay, you guys go off and have a lovely tea and lunch. Are you discussing anything with her, or are you just letting the lunch pass as it were?
I'm just kind of letting it pass. I'm just sort of, solidifying positive relations in that and making sure I have the news that, yes, we are. We have secured things here.
Just as a reminder, lamb shank and chickpea stew.
Notes.
Glad someone appreciates my culinary creations, my imaginary culinary creations. All right. So yeah, you're there for a couple hours having kind of a leisurely lunch, and then you make your leave.
Yep. Back to tavern.
All right. So you're at the tavern. Ryan, you and Mary over here, I've finished up your all the paperwork and had Stephen sign off on all of that, and Abbott signed off on the gold transfer and all that good stuff. So yeah, you're good to go.
All right.
And you have the deed. He has the gold. You
Now-
have a building now.
All right. Time to get Doomsayer's ass to work and buy furniture.
It's like, just go and kick down his door. You're buying supplies now!
It's time to set up that laboratory. Time to get ready. So yeah, that'll be the next thing on the agenda is getting us enough stuff that we can actually go to sleep in our new building and getting Doomsayer's laboratory set up.
All right.
How much HP I have?
PHP.
PHP.
Yep, it's over here.
Hand it to
You can reach it.
It concerns me because I started shifting.
Yes, this is
And-
the one that shifts.
I'd like to be welcomed back.
No, all the other books were shit.
Oh yeah, I know they do.
Well, I'm like, yeah,
Hey.
this bookshelf falls. I mean, great content, but it'll be a shame that this game ends with me no longer being allowed to be here.
The actual shelf itself is bolted into the wall.
Yeah, I know. That's how somehow it would have definitely been my fault. I remember when
Hanging on it?
I went with you to buy them. I remember when you put them up. And I'd know that if something bad happens and I'm sitting here, it's gotta be me. Alright, so evening descends, and I think all of you are back at the inn. Unless you've got something to do. You're probably, I don't know what you're doing. Did you go to bed once you got done with your day? Okay, so you're
Make sure to dodge that exhaustion.
you went to bed around noon,
Yeah.
so you'll be up at like 8 or 9-ish, somewhere in there. Yeah, you guys walk in the inn. You notice that there's a new face in the inn. There seems to be a boy who's, well, a young man. He's late teens, running drinks and working there.
Good.
Seems to have a pretty bad scar across one side of his face, and one of his ears is clipped off.
Well, good to see. It's like, I don't know if I really met you that much before he was just gone, so. Yay, new people to bring up food, so Spartacus doesn't have to.
Yeah, there's just a new guy there who's doing drinks and things of that nature. More
Just wondering if this one's cursed as well.
The innkeeper around?
He is at the bar currently, yeah.
Ask him. He's like, hired somebody new?
Oh yeah, I was getting apparently Canadian. It's getting a bit haggard running around by myself, so I hired someone who came in, was looking for one of your old acquaintances, but he's no longer with us, so yeah, he's just working here.
One of our old acquaintances? Oh.
Yeah, he was looking for Gatto. Apparently they had some nature of run-in.
What was Gatto's ass hat or fuck up? What was the other guy you ran with and wouldn't terrorize that other bar with?
The large blonde man that they've got called Numbnuts.
Yeah.
Numbnuts. I didn't remember
He
his
was
description.
large, blonde, and human.
Yeah.
This is young teens and
I don't know.
scarred and
Maybe the random kid you stabbed that one time and
That
left
might
him in
be
the
him.
street?
Could be that guy. Maybe?
I'm here to settle a score with this guy. Well, that guy's dead.
Too late.
Score settled. Now I
You
need
got a
work.
job?
who's this black mana?
But anyways, yeah, I let the the results of the union.
Very good. So go up to the new worker when he's got a moment.
Yeah, so I can get you.
No, just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Mother June.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Just, so you came into town recently for some work, or have you been around?
I've lived here all my life.
And so you were just looking for a job? Haven't seen you around this area.
It's my first day.
And so where do you come from?
Here!
No, what part of the city did you live in?
Slums?
Oh, so whatever, over that way.
There's, these slums and slums. I wasn't quite that bad off.
These slums and slums. Oh.
I lived in a lower rent area, but not the slums.
No, and so whatever, not that adjacent zone. Is
Zone?
that he's
Does the
referring
city
to.
think of them as zones? Obviously, a couple of them they do, but...
Are you asking the kid?
No, I'm asking just what I've noticed in the city.
Zones, they probably refer to them more as districts.
Okay. But there
Parts
are...
of the cities.
But of the areas we're
boroughs.
taking over, there are distinctions between each one, like, that the city has as well. Okay. I was just wondering if that was arbitrary game term, or if that was actually in-world.
Some arbitrary games. The hard line is the arbitrary game term.
Okay.
The in-world thing is kind of like how when you go down the city, you notice that there's crappy parts of the city and nicer parts of the city, depending upon who has influences over that parts of the city. There's not like walls breaking off every area.
Well, it's like hope everything turns that the job does you well. If you ever need any guidance or need a helping hand, I'm come to the Church of Renette. We're trying to get it set up.
All right.
Yeah.
He's deeply creeped out.
Mm-hmm.
And you should at least understand at this point, oh, you got an angle.
Yeah,
You're trying to recruit me to your church. Okay.
And he's like, so you don't want anything?
Oh no, I'm good right now.
Okay.
Just
And then he
one-
wanders off to continue doing his job. You basically like walked into a restaurant, grabbed a waiter, and was like, "Where are you from?"
Well, is it busy right now?
Even if it wasn't,
That
that's
doesn't
still
make this
a weird
less
thing.
strange.
What, they just don't talk with the people around?
No,
No.
walked in, grabbed a waiter, and be like, "Where are you from? What part of the city are you from?"
Well, I'm saying I'm a regular here. I guess
He wouldn't know that.
He wouldn't know that.
You're just some lady who
Yeah,
showed
you're
up
just
like,
some lady
"Hey."
who literally walked in off the street, grabbed him, and started interrogating him.
You're probably one of the
If you
lost
also
people.
weren't an elf, you'd be like, probably a racist.
But,
He's like, he's kind of doing the, I definitely bathed today. I don't have the stink on me of the poor.
Where are you from? Did the slums get out?
oh no, I just wanted to be neighborly. That's it.
Well, you came off creepy.
I don't know. Yeah. It's an interesting definition of neighborly. But
I don't want my neighbors to talk to me like that either.
I don't want my neighbors talking to me. Okay, one of the neighbors is fine. The rest of them...
This is supposed to be an area with a bunch of friendly people, so...
Yeah, but he's not from this area. He's from the slums.
Well, give him a taste of the medicine of friendly people talking to him. Oh, yeah. Alright, and so... are any of the lieutenants around?
Spartacus is set up at a standard table.
And do we have Steve and Abbott
Steve
still
is
with us?
off to do paperwork. Abbott's probably with you.
No. So,
And Doomstayer is probably over by the fire smoking a pipe, drinking tea, still in his jams.
alright, let's go over to Doomsday.
Like wearing slippers.
Huh? It's Doomstayer, today is the last day. It's time to get ready to work tomorrow.
I think he's been ready to work for a while.
Oh, you have my lab set up?
That's what tomorrow's gonna be, is getting the lab set up.
Excellent. Yeah, he just kind of leans back and goes, Spartacus! Spartacus is like doing paperwork. What? Go ahead and buy all the things. he just pulls out a piece of paper. Abbott. Abbott goes, yeah. Go and buy all the things. Abbott's like, Mary?
What, I can
No,
go
I don't
with
trust you with money.
as I come back, somehow triple in debt.
He looks at it and goes, how many of the things are required? And he's just sitting there, all the things. And he's like, okay, alright. And he goes, it's gonna cost some money.
Yes.
About 800 gold's worth.
Do we have it?
Yeah, we've got 800 gold.
Okay.
Well, I didn't. No,
I
I did spend
gotta
all
turn
mine.
around.
You still have spell slots.
Remember,
left
so his work
to enhance him.
directly produces products that can be
Oh,
put to market.
I don't spend 800 gold's worth without asking. If it was like 50, we wouldn't hear about it.
Needs to be done.
And it's like, are you going to rush out right now to do that?
Or was that a tomorrow thing?
It's about 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's probably going to be a tomorrow thing.
Okay. And it's like, I can go with you if we need somebody to handle the price down
Okay,
for a large purchase.
so this is approved?
Yeah.
He signs a piece of paper and hands it back to Spartacus.
Yeah.
Spartacus files it. Just like puts it in a folder.
We'll talk about what we need tomorrow in the morning.
Do we have our new stuff now, or when we wake up in the morning?
Depends on what it is.
I have new spells.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Those are long rest.
Your hit points you'd have now.
When you were coming back in, there's a very sad looking pupper just sitting there by the side of the door.
Hey, I told him this time to wait and gave him food in the morning.
Yeah, and he's just sat there waiting.
Well, now it's time to play with him and train him. You get trained in the evenings. This is how this works now.
He's never been a dog owner.
Yes, they really like schedules.
Yeah, he's owned cats. You know those animals that you ignore all day.
Until they come and lay on you and give you all the love.
Okay, you don't know, but your character would. Ignoring him all day is increasing the DCs for training.
Oh.
Because you're actively neglecting your dog.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that in consideration and bring him with me next time. Have I
Also,
seen any
going to
dogs
the
on
property, then you have like a yard for him to run around in.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll bring him over there and show him that.
Okay.
And while I've been in the city, are there dogs with leashes or just dogs following people? Have I seen any other, dog owners?
Yes, there's been other dog owners. Some are on leash, some are following. There's not a leash law that you're aware of, but you could inquire with Steve.
Well, if I've seen them not do it, I figure that's fine if they're trained. So yeah, I'll grab some food from the inn for us and then head over to the new place and start getting him set up to know this place.
Okay. You let him in and he just sniffs all around, goes upstairs, sniffs all over the place, goes outside, marks a few things.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll do training for my failed stay and come here stuff that I tried yesterday and failed miserably at.
Okay.
And I'll also use ritual to tell him to come meet me here from now on.
Alright.
And that he can stay in this backyard. So, Pop?
Don't worry about
Pop
that.
goes the doggy?
There's little holes on the bottom of the table, and I have a hard time not playing with
Oh,
it.
where the okay,
It
where the hardware got put in.
yeah, and it pops.
I never noticed it. I don't go randomly sticking my fingers in holes.
That's you have a lot more fun that way, so maybe we should give it a go.
Handle animal.
Can't just go shoving a man's arms in the holes like that.
Nope. These stats are cursed. I got a 9. by rolling a 2.
I already did it once.
Well, you did not succeed.
Yeah.
When you told him to come, he just goes in the corner inside the warehouse and poops.
Why do you... Wait, do you even have a key?
Yeah, it was there when the keys were handed out. I figured...
Do we have more than one key?
There's probably 2 keys, but Ryan has both of them, so...
Yeah. Yeah, you're in the backyard.
Yeah.
There's no way for that dog to get into the warehouse.
And then we're just in the backyard.
Yeah, then he doesn't poop in the warehouse.
Okay. Yeah, so that's how I spend my evening trying to train him and just failing. It's like, I know I used to be good with animals.
Were you, though? Apparently.
Those were farm animals.
Yeah.
These are
So-
city animals.
That's, you spend about, I don't know, 4 hours, about 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, head back to the inn and get sleep. And
The dog's just...
yeah, sure. I'll bring him with me, and since it's the last night, I'll ask the innkeeper when I go if I can take him up.
And he was like, yeah, of course, your companion had a badger here the entire time.
But that was a magical badger. This is a real dog.
You honestly...
I kind of wake up. I have no more control over what this thing does. It's like on my head.
Yeah, the badger's on his head just goes...
I just haven't decided to kill it yet, so...
Just like leans down and looks you in the face.
I haven't. You're still here.
It just like runs down onto your shoulder and scarfs you.
Can you hand me a D20 from in one of those boxes?
You may not touch either of my d20s.
Not yours. One of that, like, middle drawer. That's the top drawer.
Let's see here.
Mm.
This one's blue.
Better yet, hand him,
Roll
hand
the
him,
15. You're good.
hand him the one from on top of the thing.
No, I'm not touching those. They pass.
I didn't.
Why? Just because they have 3 1s on them?
Yeah.
I didn't leave my bag here, did I?
Dice bag.
Yeah.
Not unless it's over there.
Is it a small black leather bag?
No.
It's a big purple one.
Good old Crown Royal.
Yeah. No,
No.
don't see it.
Not the Crown Royal?
No.
We'll
It
find out
was
later.
my mattress bag. Where that?
Must have been a big bag.
Must have been a small mattress.
No. It was.
It's a thing that lets you touch the fabric
No.
of...
Yeah, it wasn't for. It was for an accessory.
Anyways,
I don't want
neither
to know about
here
your mattress.
nor there.
I don't want to know about
Carry
your
on with the game.
accessories. So there's a lot of things that fall into that category, and I don't want to hear about any of them.
I mean, my mattress has like a pump. I need a hose.
Nope,
I need
We're just gonna kibosh this one right now.
A warmer to make it body heat.
I don't use a warmer.
Oh.
I like
He
it
likes
cold.
it nice and cold.
Yeah.
He wants the cold pack.
I need chemicals to treat the water.
See, now you've admitted it's water, but it's no longer funny.
What
So,
else? would it
yeah,
be?
I'll bring the puppers up to the room. Let him sleep at the foot of the bed.
We'll see.
Yeah.
How well you've been training?
Yeah.
You're not very big. Dog just gets on the bed with you.
It's like, no, don't give up.
And now he will lay directly on you.
Dog is almost your size.
When he wants you to wake up, he'll put his head on your neck so you can't breathe anymore and you gotta wake up.
That's kind of cats again. Dogs just kind of like
Yeah, they can do
Bad
that too.
they stare with intent until you awake. And because it's an animal that actually loves you, you wake up. Unlike cats that just jump on your head and start scratching you. And people are like, I love this creature. Why?
Because it's cute.
And they murder so good. But yeah, that's how I end my day.
That's your day. Your day's done too.
Yeah.
Creepy at the window.
For a bit.
Yeah, 8 o'clock, you're up.
Yeah. Is anybody downstairs to tell me what to do?
No.
No?
There's a new kid who's running around serving drinks.
I mean, at that point, I'm probably still around. I'm probably still in the tavern at that point. But-
It's around 8, so
Yeah.
you would.
So, but
Yeah. Dr. Richter is down there. Dr. Doomstayer is down there
Can
as
you
well.
tell me what to do?
I don't know.
do you
Doc.
go up and ask?
No.
I do not approach.
No.
Mary takes what's quickly becoming his seat at the bar.
Yeah.
Also, didn't you send him on the mission this morning?
Yep.
Yep.
And you don't ask about it this evening?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have anything in particular that you want to do, you can go to the next zone and scope it out.
We're not on the next zone yet. We're still in this one.
No,
We're done with this one.
we are done with this one.
How would I know that?
We haven't had the morning meeting yet.
Yeah.
Because we've already been putting work into the next zone. In fact, the last mission that you had was towards the next zone.
That is true.
So I did not wait until we finished this one to start the next one.
I guess the sewers aren't segregated by zone.
I mean, yeah, but they're not. But that zone is not mapped out.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it goes under this zone is labeled.
Oh no, it's not labeled down there at all.
No, like on the map that we have.
Yeah.
Like this is where you know,
Yeah.
I went this far, goes out of the territory here.
Out of the immediate territory. Yeah.
So just explore the next areas over sewer.
Well, I know where the deed was too, right? In the next zone that we
Yeah.
were investigating.
Yeah, you know about the bar. Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm gonna go and try and spend my night trying to find the sewer paths to close to that area.
Okay.
That way I can just have a path there and just make my own little crappy map that is one
Bless
path.
you.
Okay. Survival check.
You
I
guys.
take it you're using bat for vision or
Or
whatever.
are you actually using a torch? Or...
I believe I have an actual light spell. I do not have a light spell. I'm using the bat. Yeah, I mean, I could get like a prestidigitation fire, maybe. I don't know.
Those don't get off all
Or a
light.
torch.
Yeah.
Ryan, you hear banging on your door about this time.
Okay, I'm gonna check it.
Molly falls into your room, holding a pretty large gash across her center.
Did I see her coming through?
No, you did not.
Okay then.
Very sneaky.
I rolled for you. You did bad.
Cure wounds.
All right. How much does she heal?
She gets 9 HP back.
All right. So the wound kind of starts closing up a little bit, but it's not fully healed yet, and she's just like,
Cure wounds. Okay, she gains another 12.
okay, that heals her up. She's like, your documents.
So, and it's just like, are you alright?
Yeah, great.
So, do you have anybody tailing you?
Don't think so.
What got you?
Guard.
Do you see you? Or, like, identifiably?
Don't think so.
Hmm.
It was dark. I don't know what race it was. Might have had dark vision, might not have had dark vision. Either way, pretty good with that spear.
Guards are a little murdery in this town.
Hmm.
Because I feel like Molly's not the sort of person who'd kill 5 of his friends. Before running. The guards
Our guards were
guards
terrible.
like thief, kill him.
And it's just like, okay. So
Capital
we
offense.
got, whatever, she's got the assessment, the tax document, and the original deed. Awesome.
She got everything required, and then fucked up.
I'm like, okay.
Much better than doing it in the other order.
You go ahead and lay low for at least tonight. So go ahead and check up in your room, or you can stay in my room if you want.
I think I can manage sleep. Thank
Okay.
you. And she's like, she's kind of walking in the way of someone who's recently thrown out their back, where she's not in pain, but she's very concerned that she might suddenly become in pain.
Like, you need a massage?
No, boss.
Alrighty.
I don't want you to massage me. I need an adult who starts fucking
Maybe convince Spartacus to massage her?
No, we're both girls.
Like, I don't feel anything in this town is, said one way or another about whether that's acceptable or not. So I don't know if that's a
there's
defense.
been quite a few same-sex and couples wandering around. It's,
Oh, okay.
this town is very metropolitan.
And
They
I-
do
and I-
not care.
And I wasn't coming on to her.
Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, I don't.
Cosmopolitan, yeah.
Yeah, just
I mean,
just
it
because
also
they're.
could be metropolitan.
I mean, it's a big city. It's
Yeah,
metropolitan.
could be metropolitan.
There's a super dude flying around. No, that's Metropolis. Ah, Metropolis.
But you're thinking of cosmopolitan, meaning lots of peoples, lots of cultures,
yeah,
progressive nations.
yeah.
Very cosmopolitan.
More is the point. They just don't care.
Yeah,
They're of the opinion that it's not their goddamn business.
no big D.
Alright. Alright. Into the ring.
Oh yeah, your sword ring.
Yeah.
So you just have the deeds.
Yep. Because
So
we
does that
don't need
mean-
the chops in it, because the chops are gone. So
Does that mean we have to come up with another 1,000 gold tomorrow?
oh, no, we can hold on to this. This doesn't need to be done immediately. We've got all the stuff on us.
Remember, there's competition of other people trying to look into what can be advanced on it. Yes, there is absolutely some urgency to it.
It's like, how much after the 800 expenditure we got left in party funds?
Calculations.
Hmm. The 329.
Okay. So, maybe tomorrow you can inform us we need to go make some money, and me and other Mary can go, heading some
It's
places.
Boy Mary, say his full name.
Technically, that one is actually just Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Maribel. Which makes it particularly funny that you call him Other Mary, which means that you accept that you're Mary.
Yes.
Just saying.
Oh. Granted, I can probably make that from the highest, but I will need to either make my own money or need 100 gold and an owl feather.
For what? For identifying a door? We don't need that. Not right now.
Well, it could be helpful, identifying that versus teleporting into a room and having it be alarmed.
I can just make it to where the alarm makes no noise.
Well, it could be the mental ping one.
But what we've seen, it's not.
Then be quick. Anything else going on tonight? We're moving on to the morning.
Yeah.
I'm good for more.
Yeah, so
All right, move on to the morning.
We actually gather to discuss what we're otherwise discussing as if we're gathered.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I feel like we're talking like we're in the meeting at this point.
I figured that whilst you guys were doing that, I was just going to go, okay, the first half of the meeting is spent discussing this.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, you need survival checks, Vic.
It was 19.
Thank you. I'm glad someone's in charge of this game.
An elephant is half the price of a war horse.
Yeah, but
I
then
bet
there's
there's
upkeep.
Yeah, and I bet there's also a markup or markdown given rarity in your local area. Like, I figure that price for an elephant is in, places that have elephants.
Then I don't think it would be that expensive.
Mm.
I think it's just trying to impress upon you the training that is put into a warhorse.
Alright.
Wait, you can't just buy elephants down at the,
Now, availability may be a thing. I might just not be able
Are
to find
you
it,
just
obviously.
looking for... Are you trying to find a specific place, or are you mapping out the sewers?
I'm just trying to get a path that gets me close to the building that we're getting the deed on.
Okay.
That's all I'm looking for, is I'm just trying to path out a way that's there. Every now and then just get up and go, where am I?
Yeah, takes you most of the evening.
Well, yeah, I figure, because I'm kind of blind out here, so I'm going to have to pop up and get my bearings in the city just to make sure I'm in the
periscoping.
place. Yeah.
Takes you most of the evening, and you do manage to find your way, like, around and back, but you don't have, like, a great map.
Yeah, I figure it's pretty crappy.
It takes about twice as long to get there via sewers as it does above things, but you might be able to cut that down if you were, mapped.
Spent more effort at it.
Yeah, spent more time mapping it out.
Yeah, it's good work for one night.
Yeah. So you come back, not really stinking because you can fly.
Yep. I can fly.
So yeah, you guys have the first part of your meeting where you discuss the things that you discussed just across the table.
Yes, stealing stuff for money.
As you walk in, it is again set up as it was last time, with everything very precisely and beautifully arranged.
Did he get a payment at some point? Is it just he got the money to be able to start doing this? Is that...
Who, Spartacus?
Yeah.
No, he's just in charge of doing it.
Why did he start all of a sudden?
Because he wasn't in charge of doing it before.
Because
Jeb used to do
yeah,
it.
Jeb used to do it. That was his job. Now it became his job.
Okay.
And
It took him
therefore,
a few days to realize, I'm just going to keep doing this?
Yeah, he
Okay.
kept having to leave to get the stuff, so he just wakes up early and sets it up. He is logistics man.
Okay.
His superpower is not that incredible, but it is strong.
But yeah, at the morning meeting, and it's like I'd like everybody to know about the success of Molly in obtaining the documents for the bar.
cheers.
Knew you could do it.
So
Would have been a bit easier if there wasn't a guard standing outside looking for some random little person who tipped people off. But yeah, I managed it.
Hey, I wasn't nowhere near that building.
But
I spent all night in the sewers.
so today we're at very least going to be working on getting Doomsayer up and running. We do need some money. As far as plans for Doomsayer, after the lab gets set up, I suppose the most important thing after that would be getting you into production so we can start making money off of your trade, since you said that'd be a pretty good amount of inflow once we get you ready and set up.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I would, as far as what you'd be capable of, one of the things I wanted to ask, would you be able to make sleep grenades?
I can certainly try.
Okay, and I think that might be potentially useful.
Just so you know, sleep grenades, unless we're selling them, we're not making money off of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Perhaps probably start with things to just recoup a little bit of cost.
Oh yeah, the money thing was going to be first. I'm
Yeah.
talking about after that.
Yes.
After we have...
A little bit of cost, and then I'm
Are
sure
we
you're...
going legal or illegal? Are we going drugs, weapons? What are we making?
Didn't he do research already on what will be profitable in this area? I don't know that, but they should.
Yes, but there's the legal side of that and the illegal side of it.
Alright,
Yeah,
that's
what
it.
are the profit differences that we're expecting from...
Don't do drugs, but go with whatever makes the most money otherwise.
Illegal would be about $2,000 more a week, or $2,000 more a month.
And it's like
compared to...
Legal.
About how much would legal be?
$2,000.
Okay, so about double.
Yeah, it'd be $2,000 more.
But yes, but if it's $2,000 more than the $10,000, it's different than $2,000 more than the $2,000.
Oh, well, if I was making $10,000 on the legal, I'd still probably only make about $2,000 more on the illegal.
Yeah, and that was the point, just trying to figure out what we were...
Sourcing materials eats into it.
Mm-hmm.
There's diminishing returns.
And it's like, but yeah, I'd say go with the money option.
Okay.
And kind of turn towards Spartacus, and we're thinking we can move the illegal easy enough?
I mean, yeah, we gotta find outlets to sell it. I can certainly do that. You want it quick or quick, fast? Do you want it fast, secure, or
Highest price?
or best price?
I'd say secure.
Secure.
Yeah.
At this point, secure is what we
Yeah,
need to do.
until we can get a bit more secured with ourselves, let's go ahead and go with that option.
Especially if it sounds like you're planning your church out of the
Mm-hmm.
upper floor of the same building that we're...
First floor.
Which is... I'm sorry, I'm assuming upper floor.
Ground floor.
So we discuss...
Yeah.
We talk about the building. In fact, at some point during the meeting, do we want to move the meeting over there?
Well, after breakfast, obviously.
Yeah,
Well, we also need to, like, furnish the place.
I know.
Yeah.
But most of us have no idea what the place is that needs to be furnished.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have to invite everybody over there just so they know the location and...
Okay, and who do you give the keys to? There is 2 keys for the building and 2 keys for the cellar. Because it's not a basement, because the entrance is outside.
So we're deciding that as we go
Terribly
and look.
important.
And think
Where does
Spartacus.
Doomsayer want his lab?
Cellar.
Yeah,
Okay.
so...
How much of the cellar is that going to occupy?
All.
Well, yeah, if he's doing mass production in selling goods, that could take up all
yeah,
that.
and I guess you'll have to share lab space.
Well, it would
That
be...
means that there is no... No, I mean, that means that I have to put my lab somewhere else.
Well, you could... So he's going to use the whole lab, but there's going to be room in... It's a lab. It's like kind of his professional kitchen. If you wanted to set up a medical suite in the lab for lab work, there would be room for that.
Okay.
Or do you want your own private lab?
I would at least need some level of private area. I mean, because one of the thoughts is erecting walls first before things get in there.
I mean, it can do that. It just will make it more difficult for him to get larger quantities. So you can
That's
do that,
interesting.
but it's going to limit his future revenue generation for being able to expand outward. Because you have your initial investment.
Okay. Guess also that explains why his stuff is so expensive.
Versus 25 gold for an alchemy kit, or 50.
50.
Yeah, well,
Well, his is obviously more than just that, but I mean, it's...
It's not just that, it's like storage. So things like you need to store all of the vials and all of the little glass orbs that he makes for his little smoke bombs and things of that nature. All that needs to be stored somewhere. And he needs a place to assemble it that's not in the exact same place that he's making the chemicals to avoid cross-contamination. Like, you can make it harder for him to do his job if you'd like. It'll just increase his DCs if you want to give him significantly less room.
I'm not. I'm just
steal
thinking...
a corner?
Yeah, I'm looking to steal a corner. I at least need... for what I'm doing, I would at least need something walled off for the sake of, depending on what I make, it might be alive, and it might not be fully controlled.
That's what chains are for.
What you need for your lab is like a kind of a standard operating room.
Give me Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. It's gonna be more... Yep.
I was fine, and then you start doing weird stuff with Richter.
You gotta add the "k." Otherwise, how do they know you're being German?
The
There's
man.
So kind of this, like, enough of, like, this, like, medical... Page 21. Medical bed kind of thing that raises it. Like the Frankenstein kind of...
You might need up to half.
Okay. Well, then I'm probably not doing this here, and we're probably not getting...
Well, you just need to find another gentle repose.
Well, I mean, you're already rotting.
Well, you probably should find another gentle repose. And you could still half in the beginning, then just scale back after you get him up.
I mean, I'm assuming... I don't really know what I need. All I know is that it takes 2 weeks of my time in order to do it. Is what your original rules were.
Which is a huge hunk of time now that we're moving
Yeah.
day by day.
No, it's...
Yep. You guys don't really do the whole "this is your goals for the week, go" thing.
Well, we may be able to start that now. We're getting closer.
we're getting... Yeah, we need... Getting...
But we've always been the kind of group that would micromanage time for the best output.
I mean... Yeah, depending on what you think I need. I don't know.
You'll
Maybe
probably need like half the space.
Okay.
For your full lab, as it were.
Yeah.
Now, if you want just like the medical suite stuff private, and you're going to use Doomsdayer's lab for all of your chemical components and stuff like that, it doesn't have to be quite that big. But that would literally be like a small closet room for a corpse on a bed that you're going to be working on.
I mean, there. If you want, you could have a room to yourself on the second floor. That's an option, because the second floor isn't all that much smaller than any of the other floors.
And there's an attic.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an attic. Where's that?
Oh.
So we... So we go and look at that.
Right.
Let's see
Now, can we get a giant metal rod through this attic?
I can.
It wouldn't shock me.
Because if you got Frankenstein, it says he needs lightning.
But yeah, as far as who gets the keys, we got 2 for the cellar and 2 for the regular building. I figure Richter and Doomsayer get the keys to the cellar.
Okay.
And then it'd be
You and Spartacus?
Me and Sparty, probably, yeah.
For the regular building?
Well, for the regular building, we basically... Everyone that's living here needs one.
Mm-hmm.
You can get more keys made.
Yeah.
So...
There was that enchanting shop you tried to rob.
Huh, you mean the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the door... The trap door going up to the cellar... Was that in the larger or smaller section of...
The smaller.
The smaller. How well could we subdivide bedrooms out of here?
I mean, the smaller is 20 by 30, I think.
Yeah.
Or it's like a 20... It's got like 30 foot or 20 foot wall.
Because
the rest of it's an open
the
space.
ground floor is going to be like church plus gang area. Second floor was going to be our personal area.
Yeah, I
and cellar
figured
was
we would
going to
just
be lab
subdivide
space.
all of the second floor into smaller rooms.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or at least that small section, if we get, I don't know, like 10 by 10 is plenty big enough for like an actual like room to have.
Mm-hmm.
That is a tiny bedroom.
That's a pretty large bedroom.
That's super small.
Not for just a bedroom.
Yeah, that's super tiny.
Now, if all you do is sleep in there,
Yeah,
then
you need
leave.
sleep and like a bureau to store your 6 or 7 outfits.
Yeah, it's super small. That's a small room. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm saying it's small. Me, Bob, is judging the smallness of that room. That's a tiny room.
Are you judging it based on a modern day idea for all the stuff we try and fit into a room, or...
I'm judging it based on the fact that I'm over 6 foot tall and a 10 by 10 room is not that big.
Well, it's only one person. That bed is up against the wall, and it can be up to 10 feet wide, and then 5 feet wide is plenty of it. So assume that entire there, and you get a bureau on the side of it.
Anything smaller than king size is not an appropriate size bed for a human.
He just said a 10 foot
10
by 5 foot bed. It's
That's
pretty
a big
big.
bed.
Oh, 6 foot by 6 foot. 6.5, 6.5.
Which is smaller than the one that I just mentioned.
People that sleep on squares are weird. We are taller than we are wide. Therefore, obviously, you need a rectangle bed.
Anyways, no, it's plenty
Squares
big
are for
enough.
Weirdos.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just.
But
said
my
that
point being,
consider it
if I
small.
have that
I
where
don't know
the
where
trapdoor
you're going
is
with me.
situated above, then yeah, I can probably, I guess, would it be waxing the floor with how you'd seal it?
To seal a floor,
Yeah.
you could do. That's one way to do it.
Oh, if you had drippings.
Yeah, if I have dripping so it doesn't go down.
You might need to do some nature of sealant, like a
Alcohol.
tar.
Yeah, tar's a good one.
Tar-
I mean, you probably want to use something less tar than tar, but same concept. You could just grout it.
You could hire a mage to come in and do some utility magic to seal it, so it'd make it watertight.
You're also an alchemist. You could probably make a.
Just yeah,
seal it.
you gotta imagine utility mages have the best stories. Like, so what's the craziest thing to do? This guy wanted a pool on his 3rd floor of his mansion. A pool? Yeah, he wanted the whole place watertight. Wanted filtration systems just on the 3rd floor, just one room.
So, like, you had a stone house? Nah, wood.
Nah, wood all the way through.
Weird dude.
I had to
be
go
f-
back like the next year, and he's like, I don't want the pool anymore. I'd like the whole room to just be submerged so I can swim in it. I'm like, what? And he's like,
I
yeah,
wanna
what
open
he
the
wanted-
door
he
and
wanted
walk
a-
into
he wanted
water.
A, he wanted a room full of water that was magically held in by a force field at the door. I mean, I did it.
I mean, an attic waterproof doesn't seem so crazy.
No, attic waterproof doesn't seem at all
But
crazy.
just a room full of water? That's awesome.
Magic makes anything possible.
But yeah, so
Why
that'll
not
probably
go
be.
nuts?
But yeah. But as far as people doing stuff, I mean, the 2 of them are still. We still have to wait for like a week of time before they make any like progress on the other zone, right?
Huh?
Because we sent Jake and Spartacus to go and try to figure out how to.
They came back with the deed.
No, Molly did.
But they came back with the other half of the deed first.
Yeah.
No, Molly did. She did both times.
Well, Jake and Spartacus went with them out there to do that.
Oh. Well, I
They
didn't.
were mainly investigating the slums, and then
Then we swapped them over to the other.
then you swapped them over.
I was wondering if.
Molly and Jake were working on the bar, and Spartacus was looking for Hannah.
Right.
Spartacus, you didn't have doing anything. You had Molly and Jake working on the bar.
It's like there's been a day since he found Hannah, which was yesterday. He would have been working over in that area.
Yeah.
And that's what we had Jake and him doing yesterday was investigating that.
I was wondering if we were like waiting on that still. Well,
I mean, waiting. I don't know what you would be waiting on.
Well, for them to generate our plot hooks and stuff to go do missions.
You can just go do things.
right. Well, the thing is if we're not actually waiting on the.
Nick views all the lieutenants as plot hooks.
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's
I'm not
kinda,
trying. I'm not supposed to be the one dragging you through this.
No, that's why
If
we
you
have
wait-
to direct the plot hooks to, we cast the line.
Anyway, so the thing, whatever, that I'm asking is basically we're not waiting on the actual like results of anything as far as what they're doing.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Because
Last time you sent them out, they came back with the deed. You got the other component of it, and now you're here.
yeah. So Jake, we need to get started on recruitment.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we need from him now, that we actually have a location that people can congregate.
You can congregate here, but you don't live here. Only we live here. Probably.
We work out of here.
Mhm. I plan to try to steal stuff tonight.
Gotta earn those criminal accolades, eh?
Ryan, I would point out that the area Jake's recruiting from is like an hour away from where this base is, so you'd be having your people travel an hour so that they can meet. and travel an hour back so they can go do things.
No.
Why?
Because
he's
Jake's
recruiting
over in the
out
other area.
of the other zone.
Why?
What do you mean why? That's what you guys sent him to do.
He was investigating the other
He was
zone.
investigating there.
He could now start recruiting from this area while we do stuff in the other zone.
Yeah. It's like
That was not the instruction I heard.
and it's like he could recruit from whatever zone 1 here. And it's like I'm not sure how many people would be like willing joiners, I guess.
What's his specialty? Do we know?
Jake?
Yeah.
His specialty is enforcement.
Okay. Okay.
I found that odd that we doubled down on that. But okay. Because that was also Yank's thing he was going to do.
Because you're not a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he was.
I found
he
it-
specifically
I found
told us it was weird that you wanted the lieutenant's job.
Yeah. Several times.
It's fine. You died.
That's fine, not a problem anymore.
Yeah, well, you fixed that problem all by yourself.
But yeah, I mean, it's like we need to start recruiting. If we need to do people, because we will be trying to get our hands on that bar. So if they're like recruiting people, and does he actually have, as far as progress he's made there, does he have like takers?
Oh yeah, he's got people over at the bar that recruited from that zone. But having the people from that zone come here for orders would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, while it's not set in stone, we do technically, we just have to get that paperwork in, own that bar now. We could just work
That's
some
true.
over there.
Molly did complete the work, so we just got to get all the
We
forgery done.
Oh, yeah, so we need to get the money so that we'd be able to pay Hannah.
Mm-hmm. Hence my stealing stuff tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Like, you guys, you're done with this zone. You don't have to do any more work here. Like, you can set up this thing, but all the work you need for taking over more property and more stuff is in the other one.
Yeah.
So, if you want to set up the work, like, you've paid the fees to have the workout shop set up. So, it's set up. It will be set up within the next couple days, and then money will start flowing in.
How much
from
to
that.
divide out living space?
Are you doing the work yourself, or are you hiring carpenters?
What's the price for both?
Well, the work itself is like, probably 10 or 15 gold worth of materials. Hiring carpenters in a union area
Mm-hmm.
is probably going to cost you 200 or 300 gold to do all of
How
it.
long would it take for us to...
Probably 2 weeks.
And it's like, I figure we do it in-house because not only can we get whatever members to do it, I might be able to get people willing to work on the church to help out on...
Yeah,
Well,
no one
then-
says this area has to be our gang members. We could just have church people come and help out this place.
And
Yeah.
your area of like water sealing the thing would be like another 50 gold for the
material?
mage to do it, to water seal it with the utility magic.
So I could at very least spend some time both trying to haggle down the price for the goods for Doomsdayer's laboratory. Was something that
They already went out and bought all of it.
well, that was something that was happening today, right?
Yeah, Spartacus is out buying it all.
But we're...
He handed
So
me
have
the
we-
check for it yesterday.
Okay.
Have we ended our meeting?
He sent his people out to go and buy it.
He has people?
Yeah,
Spartacus is the
has
only
people.
one who's set up a full network of logistics already. That's how he got the sewers investigated and mocked out. That's how he got like Hannah. Like, yeah, he
That does make a lot more sense. I was really wondering, like, how
That's why
messed up he was going into sewer. I'm like, why would he... How did we get
that's
him
why
into
he's
it?
always sitting at the bar and he's handing notes to people who are coming in and talking to him. He literally posts up at the bar and sends people out to do his job, to do the jobs he's assigning them. He's the only one with a full functioning network.
Yeah. I figure we turn this one into a church thing and have our separate gang stuff over the horse's head.
Well, yeah, as soon as we get access to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can just roll up in there right now.
So yeah, it's been about. It's getting close to 11 or 12, and things are starting to come into the warehouse of like people are coming and dropping stuff off.
No.
And Doomstayer is just like, with me, and he's having them bring it all downstairs so he can start setting up.
Yeah, no. It's like, well, I may use part of his lab for when I need to do things. Yeah, no, I'll just let him have that. If I'll have the attic.
Do we want to spend the night, like the back half of the day, when Mary wakes up and everything, and have us all go to the Horsehead Bar and see if we can kind of push our way into that? I mean,
Molly is with you guys too.
Yeah.
She's just
I
wearing her
am
suit.
open to ideas. Otherwise, I have other things I could do. I definitely need to stop by a proper church, a cleric church.
A proper church, just death stare.
Yours has its purposes, but can you stop this body from decomposing? I forgot yesterday.
I don't have that spell. But
Yeah.
Out of game, aren't you a wizard?
Yeah.
You don't just have gentle repose?
No.
That's true, because gentle repose is cleric only, isn't it? No, I think bards get it too.
Either way, it wouldn't have
No
fit
one
in his
has it.
thing, and
No one
he does
has
it.
it.
Cleric Wizard.
Yeah, wizard. She can get that spell.
But I don't have it.
That's 100 gold.
He also doesn't learn that way.
I mean,
He's not that kind of
he's a
wizard.
No,
ritual.
that is distinctly something that I could do.
Yeah,
that
he's
is
a ritual
actually
caster.
that is I make a chemical that
Yeah.
embalms the body.
Yeah, he just needs to learn the magical flow and adapt it to his methods.
You should definitely get a scroll of that and start learning that, magic.
How much is it to have the spell just done though?
Well, probably way cheaper for right
Gentle
now.
repose is free.
General Repose, it probably cost you like 5 silver donation to it.
Yeah,
Church.
I will.
That.
I will.
If you walked in and went, I really need this, please.
People probably just went. It's the 10 minutes of the cleric's time.
Yeah, no, I will.
A level 3 cleric.
What church do I end up in? Just asking from my own knowledge, or asking from somebody always of what's the nearest district church to.
If you want to go, Slums doesn't have one. The Headless Horse one has a church of what was his name?
Or domains. Either one works. Same for me.
No, it's one of the crafting gods.
Gond?
My problem is that I wrote down the deities on computer at home. I totally forgot.
You fool!
To move it over.
I would like to express the joys of Google Documents. I make my notes one place. They are all places.
And my problem with that is I don't trust it.
I don't feel like my game notes are something that I have that much.
No, I just lose things in documents.
Oh.
It's not that they're stealing. It's just that
in, like, traditional
they don't get stolen.
We don't like have a
Yeah. What do you?
dedicated crafty
Well, what do you
god.
use then?
We do. It's just
I
a minor
write
one.
them down
Yeah,
in
that's what I mean.
on my computer in a Word
Like
document.
Moradin.
In a document. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We got
Well, I
like
was just
people
wondering if you use
crafting
like an
in
Excel
subsection.
sheet or.
Because Forgotten Realms got Gond, who is straight up the crafter.
Yeah, I think most of ours are. Anyways, but he's crafting god, because that really answers my need. Because yeah, I'll give a gold donation for that. And probably yeah, we're going over into that district to work on things. Because yeah, because really it's not been. It has only been like. I think at this point, depending on what time of day I get over there, a portion of a day that I have missed because the body
has been rotting for 2 days.
Because the body was preserved on the previous Monday, so there was the time
It
that
was
had
preserved on the previous Sunday. He
been
was
not
killed
from.
on Sunday.
He was killed on Sunday, and from what we learned, it took him nearly a day to organize things to get back. So he had already rotted for that period, but that
He
was done
preserved
anyways.
on Sunday. It took till Monday for him to get possession of the body, but he was preserved on Sunday. This is day 2 of
Okay.
rot.
Well, it would be take 2 of rot either way, but
Yes,
I
but-
thought no.
It was Sunday, not Monday.
Yeah, I thought Monday was my target.
Nope.
But
Gentle repose.
but it's only been a week since.
Yeah.
We move at a blistering pace.
So fast.
Hey, we're still moving faster than a David's game.
By a little bit.
It is Maya.
Maya.
Maya is the guy.
Oh, we got a custom pantheon.
Maya.
Yeah, he's just slapdashing.
Yeah,
what
I
gods he
grabbed
likes.
gods that I wanted and I put them in there. And then I had to get Baldry because Ryan. And then I had to put the other one in there because Ryan. And then I had to make a custom subclass because Ryan's really the problem.
Brian and Rudy.
I would just like to point out, how long did I film games before I allowed Ryan to rejoin us?
Oh no. I wasn't allowed to join until Ryan was.
No, you
Yeah.
were there for like
You were there in the
4
whole
campaigns.
You were in the Young Monks. You were in the Good campaign.
You weren't?
No.
Oh.
Ryan didn't join until I moved here.
Totally forgot.
We got a bigger table, but Ryan was the one that I was like,
I don't know if I can control the contrivance that is Ryan.
Such power.
Because you weren't even there for
Such
like the
creativity.
banished.
No.
Well, I mean, the number of times Ryan's made the DM go, well, I need some time to prepare. And just, like, cancel the gaming for the day.
And it's like, gaming done, I have homework.
Yeah, now I have to go research something. Excuse me for a second.
wow.
How
David
heavy-
can attest I've done that a time or two.
Yeah, how heavy are boulders?
How heavy are giants? How much weight can dungeons support?
Don't make magic explode if it's broken in your world. They just turn into grenades.
Hey, look, we made grenades. No, that's a consequence for being reckless with your items. Grenades.
It's an art. That's an artifact. Big grenade.
Yeah, but
No,
we're
no,
just-
specifically portable bags of holding as we turn them inside out to make gravity wells.
Yeah, you can do that in this game. You can just shunt things into the other plane.
Yeah. Go be a problem over there.
Oh, no.
Artificers can do it easy.
Oh, good.
Oh no, oh good.
Oh, I'm rolling for how many stats he loses for each day of rot.
So one bad day, one okay day. Sounded like.
So it sounds like
Oh, no, this was the second day that you've lost all of your stats to the same stat.
can I tell where things are being
I mean, if you take the time to examine the body.
okay.
I mean, medical check. But yeah.
It's all charisma, man. It's all gone downhill.
To be fair, he was pretty
Yeah, I'm making
charismatic
that
to start out with, so.
I can't figure it out at this point.
Okay. Let it rot a little bit more. Maybe you'll figure it out.
Or until you get
I don't care too much about putting the time into it.
What
It's still like
did
8.
you make out of curiosity?
8.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
not enough that I'm just like no.
You're not quite sure.
But I'm just like I know enough to know this will take me really putting some time into figuring out, and I'm not ready. He might degrade more.
Yep. Okay.
And I mean, I don't know if you remember, but the whole point of what I do is if it's all like strength plus, well, I mean, I just really need this head, and I'll get another body that is stronger, and we'll just sew them together.
That definitely destroys any personage of Yanks that was.
Nah,
I feel like the braid, same head.
Yeah, same brain. He's not a dinosaur. He didn't have two.
Stupid super long bodies where legs can't move without secondary brain.
Exactly.
The speed of light just ain't fast enough.
Yeah, say Molly's with us, and it's like, I don't know, money. And it's like,
Would you like me to go get you some?
and it's like, we need to find something to make us money. So I think that'd probably be good for what you'd be doing.
Do you want a target or me to just start grabbing stuff?
Just start grabbing stuff for now.
You got it, boss.
Thanks.
How much
She
is a
walks-
bed?
Like
Of equivalent quality to what we've had at the inn.
that one about a gold, but those are relatively nice beds. That would be bed, pillow, linens.
Yeah. We have 6 lieutenants that basically have been staying at the inn with us.
Mm-hmm.
Subdividing that
To
upper room to 10.
Well, I just give a platinum to Spartacus to, and basically say, along with, when you chance along with moving all this, obtain beds for the group enough. We'll figure out walls and all that later, but if anyone just would rather crash here than at the inn, there's at least a spot for everyone to have.
Fallout 4ing it.
Yeah. It's like,
Line of
it's like, they're gonna be needed eventually anyways, and I'm just gonna out of my own pocket just be like, have beds here.
Right, as some of the stuff's coming in, he grabs one of the guys who's bringing something in, talks to him for a little bit, and hands him the platinum.
And can we stop by that enchanting shop and see how much it would be to have a extra key made?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be trying that stuff tonight, but I'll be here in the back lot till then.
Okay.
I spend my day with the dog.
Okay. So you guys are heading off. Let's get a animal handling from you. See how you do today.
Animal handling.
4! Because,
He is still unsure what you mean by come and sit.
that's plus 7, so it is an 11, but...
He is still unsure what you mean by come and sit. He has stay down pretty good, and he's decent at sticking next to the guy who feeds him, but not what one would call a well-behaved pooch quite yet. All right. A little bit of time passes. You all get to the blacksmith / enchanting shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go on in.
Yeah.
Well, hi,
And
how you
when
all
we're
doing?
close, I'll have detect magic up, and I'm assuming the key is in fact magical
Mhm.
because it basically gets around the enchantments of.
Yep.
What are ours?
The building came with your standard lock and enchantments and sealing of the windows and roof, but no alarm.
No alarm.
Yeah, that wouldn't be standard, which is good for us because that means only better places have it.
Just go up there and guards and ward the whole place.
But yeah, so yes. How much would it be to get a key duplicated?
That she pulls out a little pair of glasses and.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's just your standard lock. Probably 5 gold a key.
Okay, I'll get another one.
Just one more. All right, there you go. Let me see that key for a bit, and I'll be out in a little bit. And she goes to the back.
Here, grinder in the back.
She goes in the back, and you.
My detect magic can, unless they have anything else, see through the wall, and I just kind of watch.
Yeah, you see as a key basically starts becoming formed, and you watch as magic kind of flows into it.
I'm really just watching that there's only one duplicate being made. That's the main thing I'm...
Only one duplicate. She walks back out and hands you your keys back. So there you go.
So I have...
I don't know. Do you need me here for this?
Other than to give you your key back, so where are you going to be?
Oh, you can just give it to me at the end tonight.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll go out, and I'm going to go ahead and go around to the faithful and tell them that have the church purchased, and now we just need to work on getting it furnished to get it ready.
People are very excited to hear that. They tell you that if you can hold a service, we'll stand.
Yeah, and it's just I'll set up a time on Saturday is
Church day.
Church day.
church
usually,
day,
yeah.
so on Saturday we'll go ahead and have a new sermon there, but if anybody wants to come and help out get the place ready, I'd appreciate any help.
Sure. What do you need?
Well, we don't have any sitting, and a place to sit for people if they want, if we're gonna have pews or something.
Pews, a lectern. We have that basin-y thing.
Yeah, and it's I've got the basin thing for the washing, and I think the place just needs to be cleaned up for the most part.
Sure, we can go in there and clean. I could go in there and just like give you chairs. Like our households don't have chairs anymore, but you do.
Probably just be the people that have spares and such. Very mixed matched, but I've definitely gone to churches that, you know, some of the seating is old fashioned pews, some of it is couches, some of it's folding chairs, just whatever we had.
I've been inside some churches. I only saw one sermon because my cousin's Catholic, and I went to her wedding.
In fact, no. Yeah, you were at the church that had that weird assortment of seating. I think you helped to move in the seating.
Yeah, I had a broken leg, and I was moving stuff around like an idiot.
But yeah, and it's like if people want to donate something, they're free to do so.
No, I don't think. I mean, let's do a little percentage now. Yeah, no one really has just extra furniture lying around.
Say if somebody has some old stuff that they want to get rid of because they want to buy new furniture.
It's not really that kind of.
We don't have that level.
Yeah, it's not that level of things. Usually, when people get furniture, it's either something that they paid to have made or they made.
And they only get rid of the old stuff when it's literally broken.
Yeah, they don't really. This is more of a repair society than a replace society.
Well, yeah, you don't get to replace until you have mass manufacturing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could always ask around for help from folks with carpentry skills.
Yeah, you could. So, what time is cleaning? We're just gonna have a cleaning party?
Yeah, just
Was the place even that dirty?
was it?
I mean, it was derelict for a while, so it's not, and it was a warehouse.
Okay.
It's like, sure, come tomorrow morning.
Like the horses walk through the ground floor.
Yeah. And it's like if you're available tomorrow morning, we can start the cleaning.
All right, woo, cleaning party.
Yeah.
Is Lysol the hardwood?
Lysol has
Pine
a
Sol?
Pine Sol. Oh, okay.
Pine Sol has a wood variant.
A lot of cleaning products allow cleaning of wood.
Yeah.
You can use tea.
I just know one advertised when I was a child.
You know what else works to clean wood? Bleach. It cleans everything.
Also water.
Bleach cleans everything, cleans it real good.
You can also just sand it.
You can use vinegar.
Yeah, vinegar. We're just listing cleaning products
The
now.
bloods of your enemies. Depending
Nope,
on
that's
your religion.
yeah. No, I mean that depends on your decorating stuff.
Yeah, it depends on your
That's less cleaning, more decoration.
Yeah.
What is the...
Just rub it in there.
What did Johnny say? The I need fresh blood. It changes color when it dries.
What is this?
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac comic book by the guy that did Invader Zim.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to pull out the time machine for that one.
Now
Just pull out the comics. I have them.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
I don't have a lot of comics.
Not
I have
a huge,
those.
Not a huge comic book guy.
Neither am I.
The only thing I've read is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and all of the other comics in that series.
But yeah. So
Yep. Okay. So
Molly's
Molly's off. Robbing again.
Here I go stealing again.
Here I go murdering again.
I just like killing.
So yeah, after I get the keys, I head back first to the warehouse.
Okay, going off to the warehouse.
Yeah, seeing who's presently there.
Damn.
Yeah, I think just Girl Mary.
Did you go back to the inn and go to sleep?
Well, yeah, it's after the morning meeting.
Yeah. Once again, drag blade.
Yeah. So I go ahead and get my...
Can you? That is like nails on a chalkboard. Please stop that. Just put fidget with literally anything.
I can't not do stuff. Alright?
Then draw your little drawings.
I'm not feeling very creative right now.
And you know what it's like to not be able to not do stuff. You're the same way.
I am super fidgety. I mean, I'm over here popping the holes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can just move on to the night now.
Yeah. What are you planning to do in the night?
Go to a house, check it for
Yeah.
alarms.
Burgle it.
Burgle it.
He's off to burgle.
Just committing some crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can come with us.
But that won't make money. I prepared my spells for burgle.
Okay.
You guys handling the recruitment's better if we can actually get the cash to own that place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going there kind of early? Or are we going there pretty, like, what are we?
Around this time, it's about noon.
Well, we can just skip ahead.
Okay, I just didn't know. I'm just telling you where your starting point is for when you can go.
Yeah.
I don't know where you are or what you're doing.
I mean, we can just show up there evening time.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be dead of night or anything.
Mm-hmm.
We just,
Where
just
is there?
yeah, just
Horse's Head.
yeah.
Okay.
Not,
Go into
Horse's
the,
Head Bar.
yeah, Horse's Head Bar.
we just need him to be rested.
Yeah, so around the time.
Okay, Mary, you wake up.
In fact-
yes, you're pretty standard about
All of us.
7.
Because that's probably around 7. That's going to be probably too early for you to go. So we can all go
You okay?
do recruitment.
Okay, so
Right?
about,
Unless you were planning to go robbing that early.
No.
Yeah, it's like you can come with us and then leave to go steal stuff.
I just meant I wouldn't be casting spells on you.
No, that's fine.
okay, so 7. You're up. You're up. You're up.
Mm-hmm.
Am I doing something?
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to some new folks who might be looking to join us.
Oh, alright.
Let them know that we're available.
Do we have a game plan beyond we own this bar now and y'all work for us?
I don't think we can quite go with that until we own this bar. But I
You're
think
not there, more importantly.
Well, no.
I am when we're
Yeah, yes.
discussing it as we walk over. Do we have more of a game plan than
Oh,
that?
so you're going with them.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
what we're
he's
saying.
he's going with
just
she's
said
just
you
not
were.
gonna she's just not gonna be casting spells.
Okay,
to-
that's a lot different than not going.
yeah.
They made it earlier in the evening and said, "Do you want to come if it's early?" Versus, after 10 or
You
11.
said, I just was going by what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 4 of us will be going, but he wants to conserve his spells unless an emergency comes up. But yeah, let's go over to the Horseless Head Bar and tell them that we're the new game in town.
So the answer is no, we don't have a plan better than we own this now. Well, you work for us now.
What kind of plan would you want?
I don't know, I just didn't know if we had a
I think
better
part of it is also like seeing what the environment is, how lost for structure are they, what's going on. I think a lot of the plan is investigate and find out what's going on.
Yeah. So, if you want, we can send the invisible guy in there to see what the bar looks like before we enter.
I mean, if I need to, we can, but
To be fair,
I think I may use
anyone can be
invisibility.
invisible.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair.
I'm glad you're always fair with us. Yeah, so figure it out.
Well, yeah, once we get there, just use the familiar. That's what the familiar's for.
To look into the building.
It's not all that inconspicuous.
Oh, I'd use mine. Mine's a bat.
Now we all know that you have one. Thank you.
we saw him when we robbed the
I feel
unions.
like at that point he was still being kind of dodgy with it.
It's an albino bat.
It's a regular bat.
Oh, I thought it was albino.
No, it's just Tony. He's just a regular bat.
And he hung him on the eaves when we
Yeah.
went into the union
I don't think
boss's
I've ever
house.
used it when I was with him, though.
We were all there for that heist.
No. He set it up while I and one of the other was on the other side of the building.
Oh, yeah, because I don't walk around with, like, on my shoulder or nothing.
Yeah.
I stash him inside the clothes. because it's not a real animal, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Bat, badger, dog.
Yeah, not yet, yo.
Yeah, dog's definitely not coming with us for this.
Alright, just if you don't say that you leave him behind, he's with you.
No,
Just
So
so you
he'll
know.
follow you.
So where do you leave him?
it's like, here's your food in the back lot of the one place.
Okay, just so you know, that is not fenced.
Well,
He's a
he's
stray
not-
dog.
Yeah.
I'm just letting him know that, like, yes, there's a back lot, but it's not a backyard. He can come and go.
Yeah. It's like, here's your food, stay, or show up tomorrow morning. But you're allowed here. No one will chase you off.
He doesn't speak English, so
I speak animal.
are you going to take the time to cast the ritual?
Before we leave, yeah.
Nick, if you don't say that you're casting these things, you don't cast them.
You should have just been a circle of shepherds. Then you can just talk to animals all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The best druid subclass, because it lets you talk to animals all the time. Pair that with Furbolg, you can also talk to plants.
So let's head over there and find out what the situation is.
Okay. So you spend about an hour, you walk on over, and you are outside the bar. Do you want to be just outside it when I start you off, or you want to be like a little further down the street? I don't know what you
A little
guys
further
want.
down the street, I cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
The buildings, you do get the standard pings on the building.
Unwelcome. Seems like, from just the audible, seems like normal bar sound inside.
You can do a perception check if you'd like.
16. No, 17 now.
You roll? Yeah, you rolled a 1. You hear the little bunny druid back there muttering something, and just keeps interrupting you. But it
Frustrated,
sounds
I just push open the door and walk in.
you see, kind of a little bit tense of a standoff. I mean, everyone's drinking, but it's like not quite a comfortable, happy environment. And at one side of the room appears to be Jake and a goodly number of fellows, and at the other side of the room seems to be another man and a number relatively close to the same size, not a little bit smaller.
Okay.
And the bartender is just kind of sitting in the middle, really awkwardly handing out drinks.
Approach
I
the
walk
bar.
like center, like halfway to the bar, and I turn my face, and I can tell like what the other man is leading this like this.
Yeah, he's a relatively tall, blonde man, muscular human.
Really? Numbnuts took over? Jeez, those guys are idiots. Then
Well,
again,
turn and I
Numbnuts
walk
does
over
know
to
how to
Jake.
do a fight.
Jake gives you a nod, boss. These are the boys, boss.
One of the
It's
bosses.
not just boys, by the way.
Yeah, no.
There's a mixture of
I know.
genders, but they all just...
They're the boys.
Yeah, they just go...
Boys is not exclusive to male. Don't be sexist.
Just like guys, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude.
We're not...
Because we're all
nope,
dudes.
Nope, not singing. We don't have that kind of time.
Yeah. So
Go over
Kinda
to the
sit,
Jake side.
yeah, turn next to him. What are we needing?
yeah. How's it going? What do we need? What's
Oh, I'm still outside, right?
Yeah, unless
Yeah,
you went
yeah.
inside.
Just
The only one who said he entered was Doc.
Yeah.
So the rest of you are standing outside.
I will
I got
follow in after Doc.
All right.
Then go over to Jake's side.
Well, I guess, yeah, we're posseing in.
Yeah.
Okay. Because so far it was
Clank.
Doc inside, the rest of you just kind of standing.
Just sitting back there going, packing the pipe.
You're just sitting back there like, I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Jake's just kind of sitting there going, well, I need a determination as to whether or not I'm just going to cave that blonde dude's head in, convince all the rest of these idiots that they belong in the Pyre. Unless
Is it-
one of you guys can convince them otherwise.
Is it just force that's needed, or
Force, convincing. There's many paths.
When when I came here with Yank or not Yank, Gato that one time, did I meet Numbnuts?
You saw him, but you didn't meet him.
Alright. And
Like, you've seen him in passing.
What kind of magic is on Numbnuts?
So far, none that you can tell.
Okay, from Detect Magic, there's nothing.
It doesn't appear to.
Okay. Much magic on that side of the room amongst his followers?
I mean, there's, like,
Occasional.
occasional blips of utility, but it doesn't look like any of them are magic in particular.
So I figure, Mother June, if you want to take this, if case not, other people can go, but you should be the leading edge of the spear.
So, asking Jake, and he's like, so his deal is that he just thinks he's in charge now.
He thinks he should be.
Well,
I use a mage hand. It's invisible. I don't have to do anything to cast it because I'm telekinetic, and I just use it to flick him in the back of the ear.
Like, this guy goes, what? He goes, don't fucking flick me.
The other
He's like,
ear.
he's like, didn't.
Nothing worse than a mean boss.
He didn't deal damage with the hit. He just kind of hit him.
Yeah, well, and I say, nothing worse than a mean boss.
Oh, okay.
You can't trust him. I shake my head, just one.
Is Numbnuts within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a well enough spot for me to just kind of sit down amongst this crowd on this side and not be so seen, back turned, casting to spend my time mixing up a few things.
Yeah, sure.
I cast Detect Thoughts.
Ooh, there you go.
And I'm going to look at
His surface thoughts.
thoughts for Numbnuts.
Oh, does this should let you focus for deeper?
I can see page 231.
I'm pretty sure he gets a roll, and he
I
might
think I
catch you.
get surface thoughts.
Yeah, you get surface
And then
thoughts
for
automatically.
digging deeper, I think is when he gets a roll.
Yeah, he gets a wisdom say if he tries to.
And I don't think
yeah,
he gets
yeah.
to catch me. I think he gets to know someone.
Okay, fair.
But then again, it just says see page 231, so that's relying on memory. But really, I'm just looking for surface thoughts at this point.
He is concerned about the 4 people who just came in and joined the other side, making it much larger than his, and he's seriously considering whether or not he needs to go and try to take out Jake silently, or if he should just start it off now. Or maybe he needs to figure out some way of making it through this. He's basically just like, he's viewing Jake as a Johnny-come-lately. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know these people.
Man, I could turn this into such a bloodbath.
How much empty space is in the middle of the room?
About 10 to 15 feet.
What's area on sleep spell?
How much of their group would be in a 20
Like a
foot
40
by 20
foot.
foot area?
Most of it, including the bartender and the bar.
Okay.
If I
So,
nudged it the other way not to hit the bar, could I?
No.
I'll go ahead and approach Numbnuts.
Okay.
And, like,
Yeah, you got this, Mother June.
yeah.
Guidance. Just
Continuing to look at surface thoughts.
And it's like, so, I know this was the place that you worked at, if I saw you here one time. But, I don't know. Do you really think that you, would be able to replace Quentin as far as what he did as part of this work?
I think I'd do a hell of a lot better job than some people who don't even come around here, are not from here, not part of this group. You just come and try to take over the territory.
But wouldn't you think that it would be better to make yourself a lot richer and a lot more powerful under people who
Know what they're doing?
yeah, people who actually know how to
I mean,
manage things?
You can do a persuasion check.
Any cross thoughts other than what if he's saying
He's
something?
thinking arrogant bitch.
Brian strikes again.
Yeah.
hey man, D4 helps.
but not by much. So I get like an 11 or something. It's not very high.
You shockingly do not convince them.
Yeah. Or yeah. Said 12. Yeah.
Now num she ain't hurting no one.
It's like, yeah, I don't believe you. Well, and he's got dudes on his side, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Bunches of them.
There's 16 plus him, so there's 17 on his side, and on your side it's 17 plus Jake, and then you 4 entered. And then there's the bartender who's kind of in the middle.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you don't think that we would do a better job, but given that, you know, we're not the only players in this area, and I've heard tell that there's people from outside of this area that are not even adjacent to us that are starting to make moves of their own. So if you don't think that we would be the best to run it, at least maybe we should combine forces to deal with other interlopers.
We're willing to work out a deal in that nature. As
Okay.
long as you realize that you don't run this place.
I get up and I walk over towards the bartender, or the bar at least. Are there
Yeah.
posted prices on?
I mean, I've completely forgotten the price of this place. I think it's like a couple silver for a mead and like a gold for a beer or something like that.
Or copper and silver.
I don't think it's copper and silver. It might be copper. Yeah, it's copper and silver. Because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to afford it.
Yeah.
We were poor.
So I get like 3 gold down just for some meads over to Jake's side. You know, yeah, just making sure the boys over on this side of the room are covered. What's your thought with that?
Bartender sees a standoff, guy walks up, drops a bunch of gold in her. Oh no. I want some meat. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So he just like pours a bunch of mead and starts handing it out to your guys.
But
What are your thoughts on all of this? Well, it sounds like you're running a bar, but things seem getting tense.
Are you reading his surface thoughts?
Yeah, I can switch. So yeah.
His surface thoughts are, I can't wait for this to pan out so I can choose the winner. He has no loyalty to either side. He is just whoever wins, he's a bartender. And he's a good one. And he's pretty confident.
And as he's moving things, like he's like on the bar, does that push him a bit more towards our side of the room? And walk over that way.
Does anyone yell "join or die"?
No. So I'd say we're willing to work out some means of cooperation.
And on that end of the room, sleep is cast as a 2nd level slot. And so
Can you choose who is and is not targeted?
Yeah, I believe it charges the lowest health first.
Yeah.
So I am betting that it's not going to be Mama June. That Mama June has more health than people that are probably lower.
Yeah, it eats up the weak ones first.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it probably means it's also not the blonde guy, but it also means a lot of his friends are going to go to sleep all of a sudden.
But yeah, sleep works off HP. So just whoever's HP is to meet that number just goes to sleep. So that's what he's rolling, is total HP.
Does it minus off the HP?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. Is it's basically like, oh, I got 50 HP of sleep. So you just start subtracting out HP totals until you run out of HPs.
Yeah.
And anyone who gets it goes to sleep.
Has that been 5 dice so far?
I would
Okay,
imagine,
hold on. Is 15? Yeah, 5 dice.
I just would have used my phone.
So 36 hit points worth of the lowest, so I don't know what their...
Okay.
But lowest of 36 hit points goes to sleep.
Yeah, one guy falls asleep.
Yeah.
And the rest of them turn and look at you.
I'm amongst the group.
Oh, so you turned around and went back.
Yes, yeah, with the guy. Like,
With the drinks.
I was making sure the bartender went...
The bartender delivered the drinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I go back over to our group amongst them.
To make sure he's not in the range.
Yeah, I also made sure that it wasn't going to be him as the one guy that falls asleep.
Okay.
I was willing to bet that Ryan had more health. I was not willing to bet that the bartender was not the least
one of
health
the
person.
guys near the leader, Numbnuts, as we were calling him, just falls unconscious to the ground.
So that means they all
He
got
turns, looks at him, looks at you, and goes, "What are you trying to pull?" I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative.
They all get about, 20 HP then? Because if it was 15, we would have got 2.
Well, good news is I got a natural 20, so spike growth is going down first, and it might kill the entire side of the room.
Nah, like I said, he only got one with his 30 plus sleep.
Okay, yeah,
So
that's
they've all
only
got,
2d4.
they've got probably between the 18 to 20 plus range
Okay, so we got
for HPs. They can be fine.
so we got 25 to 20.
23.
25.
24.
Okay.
Did we
Plus
all?
5.
I feel so low now.
I got a 19.
19, 19,
Ryan,
20,
Vic.
18.
Nick.
I have 18.
15 to 20. Okay, so
So, what seemed like a good roll, but apparently not.
We just can't train an animal with this dice, but combat, maybe it'll be good.
okay.
So I am not, in fact, first.
Okay. Ryan.
Oh, you got
What
more
do
than
you
me?
do?
Yeah, I got 25.
Where do you get... Do you have a feat that gives you initiative?
I've got Bard that gives me
Yeah, there you
initiative.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
I was like, I got 19 and plus 5 dex. You can't really do much better. It's like, all right, jack of all trades, an extra plus 1.
So, with my action, I say...
That's good. I didn't want to be first.
Yeah, I'd say, don't do anything that you'd want to regret. Say, if, I think you should agree to work under us. And then I cast Suggestion on him, on the blonde dude,
Okay.
and I subtle spell it. And then I use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs, and I subtle spell that.
I'm not sure what Silvery Barbs does.
Gives him disadvantage on the saving throw.
Oh, so he's just rolling a regular.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure suggestion, if you're hostile, you...
Nope.
Really?
Nope, you're supposed to use this in combat.
Nope, you can use it, and you don't get advantage for being hostile. In fact, there is not actually a mention of being hostile in the suggestion spell at all.
Okay, that's... Oh, it's Charm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charm person is what I'm thinking of. Okay.
I'd like to imagine at the end of this, the guy that I put to sleep is the only one alive.
Totally possible.
He just wakes up.
Bunch of knives in his head. You want to join us?
DC 15.
And what's the save on that? That's
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
So, wisdom save at disadvantage.
Okay, he gets a 14.
Awesome.
So he just stops and goes,
Course of action.
yeah, don't know. Okay, so your course of action is agree with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, even if he breaks out of it, that's gonna really suck the morale right out of his side of the bar.
So he goes,
Lasts for 8 hours.
okay, well, it's not his turn, so yeah. Okay.
But otherwise, I'm presenting non-hostily.
Okay, so Vic, it is your turn.
Well, I suppose I probably shouldn't,
You are unaware that Ryan cast any spells.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty
nobody's-
subtle.
But nobody's out there fighting, so I probably shouldn't set that entire side of the room on fire.
I think they're getting up like to be aggressive.
Yeah, they're
So you might do.
posturing.
It is a hostile situation.
So
You've rolled initiative. You're aware that there's a fight.
Yeah.
However, you're unaware that Ryan cast a spell.
Yeah. At best, you might ready something for first guy to come at us, kind of thing.
Get a cantrip ready because I don't
You
want
can do
to prep a
an
spell.
insight check on the guy Ryan was talking to see if he's persuaded, which, with the suggestion, would be something that you could see with the insight, or as an action.
Man,
You
I'm
do
no
that.
good at insight.
That's not my fault.
I feel like it's a little bit your fault.
Is it though?
So it looks like a fight.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. How is the ceiling like low or high?
It's about a 10-foot ceiling.
That's better than nothing. I get up there and I fairy fire those people on that side of the room.
Okay, so you just light them up?
Yes.
Because it doesn't deal damage, right?
No.
No.
It's sparkle dust.
Okay, is there a save?
Dex saves.
Dex saves.
Yeah, Dex 15 to avoid getting lit up with sparkle powder.
And I've made a fuck ton.
Just bam.
Radius? How big is it?
20-foot cube.
Can you pick who is and is not?
I will do it so that it doesn't include her.
Okay.
If that means I have to not get everybody, that's fine. But as many as I can without hitting June.
Okay.
Right.
So what's the DC?
15.
It's 1, 2, 3. Fail. So
Ooh, I can choose.
Oh yeah.
4.
Yeah, you do get to make that choice with that spell.
Yes.
What color the sparkles
Yes.
are?
I can
Okay,
choose.
so 6 out of the 17
Yeah, blue, green, or
Uh,
violet light.
are unaffected.
I'm going to choose violet light, so they glow in purple.
Okay.
And
So
that-
everyone, there's a bunch of people, including the one on the ground, and Numbnuts is not fairy fired, unfortunately.
Boosh.
Yeah,
I-
he was
I
the only
tell
one
him-
who got his own roll.
I tell him, Jizz, this fight won't go well for you.
Okay, so they're lit up, and
Yep.
now it is next turn.
Attacks against them have advantage.
Yes.
I'll roll that insight check.
Okay.
1.
Maybe?
He looks angry. You don't know whether or not Mother June's words have affected him or not.
Okay, I will cast and hold spike growth in case he starts coming at us.
Okay. So if he moves, you cast it.
If he attacks Mother June, who is right in front of them, then yes.
Okay.
That is what my trigger will be. Otherwise, I'll just waste it.
If he attacks, you might want to say.
Yeah.
That way he can't like go off and throw a sword at me.
Yeah. Yes.
Adam, it is your turn.
Yeah, that's a drawback. Writing spells, you actually have to go put that in your hand.
Mhm. But I now have a glowing hand of magic looking at their side.
Basically, everyone's got their guns cocked.
If any of their side attacks June, our side, or the bartender, I'll acid splash.
Okay.
Cast and hold.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, cantrips. That's free.
Yeah. Basically, just pull out one of the little, the thin glass vials that's just.
So it's now their turn, and Headman goes, I don't know, maybe we should listen to him. And,
As all of us are like.
well, it's more of they've already cast a spell to knock someone out, so everyone's going to be assuming magic is afoot.
That's the point. Is you've already got a bunch of blatant magic. We didn't come with wizards.
Glow hands.
They're like, we're in an enclosed space in a building made of wood.
They're like, I think she did it! One guy in the back. So, yeah, they're gonna move forward and start hitting. But Numbnuts isn't.
Well,
So Adams,
first one to hit her.
Yeah.
Splash, bam.
It's at advantage. Because the first one is fairy fired.
I don't know if you attack roll for
Yeah, it's a
acid splash.
saving throw.
Well,
Yeah,
he
dexterity safe.
Okay, well, he picked up twice.
Then I held it in my hand because I wasn't sure.
DC?
Is 15?
Yeah.
Yep, he don't make that.
So. It's going to be 4 acid damage.
Does that actually splash onto other people too?
If there's two people next to each other.
I bet there is.
Well, Mother June is gonna need one then, too.
Yeah.
Well, you choose.
Yeah, I choose.
Oh,
so.
okay. So yeah, there's him, Numbnuts, and then there's 2 other guys near him.
Are they clearly like are they weapons raised like in the middle of attack, or they have not?
They're moving forward to attack.
Okay, then I'll choose one of them and target one of them as well.
Okay, so they take full damage, or if they get...
They would get a save for the same.
Okay, so they take half, yeah?
Nope. If they succeed, they get none.
It's a
Okay.
cantrip.
Cantrip.
No guaranteed dice damage on the cantrip.
Yeah, unless it's attack rolls. But in saves, yeah, no, it's saver. You're free. You dodge that acid.
Okay, so you hit 1 with 4,
Mm-hmm.
and you hit 3 with none. Yeah. Okay, so as they move forward, there's about 5 of them who aren't, and the rest of them are surrounding you, Mother Joan.
And were you
Alright.
were you doing some? No, you were specifically him. Okay.
All right. Yeah. No, that's isn't it time. So what's your AC?
17.
Okay.
That's pretty good. That's better than me.
So you're getting 7 attacks against you.
Do you have armor? Defensive fighting style?
Armor.
Oops.
You must have better armor than me.
Studded leather.
I think I just have regular leather.
Okay, that's 1,
No, what she has is a surprising
Two.
amount of dex.
3, 4.
Also, why
hits.
she went so soon.
Okay, do you have anything that reduces damage?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, regular leather. I couldn't afford studded.
Okay. 27 damage from all of the attacks.
Attacked on an innocent old lady.
It's most of my HP.
That would be most of my HP too.
Okay. And it is now back up to the top. So, Ryan, it is your turn. You are currently surrounded.
Alright.
Oh, what, the numbnuts ain't gonna turn?
Numbnuts is stuck in place saying, guys, we should agree with them. And,
Oh, that was him that talking, yeah.
Yeah, and he convinced, 10 people?
That's pretty good.
So Ryan's being attacked by the last 6, one of whom is slightly damaged. And there's a guy asleep on the floor.
Yeah.
So he convinced 9 people, one's asleep.
I use my bonus action to phase step away 30 feet
Alright.
out of being surrounded and back into my own posse of people.
Yeah, who are currently getting up and moving as Jake is moving them. So, but Jake is still waiting for
how many?
orders.
You said how many times was I attacked?
You were attacked 6 times.
Alright.
What's a phase step? Oh,
It's
phase
a-
step.
phase
Phase
step,
step.
it's a
yeah,
30
yeah, yeah.
foot.
Eladrin, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot teleport.
I'm like,
so I understand
phase
it.
step? I've never heard of that.
Not a
Like
spell,
Misty Step
Rachel.
plus it does a thing.
Yeah, you are attacked.
What thing does it
you're
do for
attacked
you?
6 times, 4 of them hit.
2 targets get charmed if they're near the end of my step.
On the far end, okay.
Charm these nice guys on our side.
That's why it didn't come.
They like you more now.
Okay, so I am no longer suggesting because I cannot maintain concentration. Being hit 6 times.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yep.
So afterwards, the guy's like, shake it off.
That's still enough for him to have convinced a few guys, hey, let's stop. Wait, no, let's not stop.
That's true.
No, I rolled for insight checks on, and some of them failed, some of them didn't bother. Like one guy just went, "She's fucking doing it."
Yeah, I guess that would be kind of the thing. Is like, yeah, you get multiple attacks, you're almost certainly failing the concentration save.
Magic missiles.
Well, yeah, because all of them were under 10.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna roll low eventually.
Yeah.
You're gonna botch that roll sooner or later, like right away if it's me.
All right, so Ryan, it is your turn. What do you do?
Bonus action.
Go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Little combat triage.
And that phase step is a
Bonus
spell
action. Yeah, it's a racial
So-
ability.
Is it the racial ability that says you cast the spell, or do you have the ability?
No. Face Step's a racial ability. It's not
Okay,
as...
it's just racial. Okay.
Yeah, it's not...
It's not as like
Yeah.
you cast the Misty Step spell as a racial, or it's just
No.
Okay, cool. Yep, then you're good.
But I get full roll on my HP recovery.
Hell yeah, brother, get you some help. Okay.
That's my turn. And
Okay.
I move back.
Okay,
I'm
so you move
protected.
like all the way back behind your group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting the way back.
That's Ryan's turn. Vic, it is your turn.
The obviously hostiles separated from the not so obviously hostiles?
Yeah. And the bartender is taking cover on your side of the bar where spells are being flung.
That's a good plan. Burning hands. I fly up and just roast as many of the obvious hostiles in a group as possible.
Okay.
So I imagine it's like the 6 guys in numbnuts.
They're basically kind of clustered over there. How big of a spread is it?
15 foot.
15-foot cone.
Okay.
Well, I'm up higher, so I got a little
Burning
extra space
Hands
there.
is a 2D plane.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says cone. There's nothing about this being 2D plane.
If you read the spell description.
Yeah, it describes a thin shaped plane, but it says 15-foot cone.
If it says cone, it's cone. It's up, down, that's all things.
And even if it isn't, I mean, I got fly speed. What do I care? I can just...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm gonna blast.
I'm guessing they get dex saves.
Dex saves for half
The
damage.
theory is it's a sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hit 10 of them.
Yeah, half damage on a successful save. That's not bad.
What's your DC?
15.
Okay, so 4 out of the 10 saved.
That's 14 or 7 damage, depending on if they saved or not.
Okay.
Fire damage.
What else is here? We got 1 numbnuts, 2, or numbnuts in 1, and then
That's what you get for running that combat.
5 and 6. Yeah.
It also ignites non-attended flammable objects.
Okay, the bar is on fire.
Thankfully, I can put that out later. I just have cantrips for that.
And I just tell them, bad choice, lads! And I roast them.
Okay.
And I use their any movement that I still have left to get further away from them.
As we know,
What's
behind
your
our fighters.
what's your movement speed?
30 foot.
But
Okay.
flying.
And you're flying.
I'm in the space above the space below.
Yep, it is 10 feet. You're small. You can definitely get 2 spaces away from them, so they're not getting attacks of opportunity against you. Okay. There we go.
Mostly, I just want to maintain my concentration on that fairy fighter for people who can actually fight with weapons.
Yeah.
Actually using an attack spell. I've had burning hands the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of you. Alrighty, so that's Vic. Nick, it is your turn.
Having wasted a 2nd level spell, I actually go ahead and cast Spike Growth this time. 20-foot circle.
He didn't attack, yeah.
Yeah. 20-foot circle on the actually hostile group. Can I
Okay.
give that just to hit them?
Okay.
Well,
And
you
that's one of those things. If they move, they take damage. What is the spell?
Yeah, if they for every 5 foot they move, they take 2d4 damage. Do you want me to roll one big one, or each time they move?
Just go ahead and roll, and we'll apply it.
Yeah, I figure per turn's fine.
Yeah.
Because it's a 10-minute concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 damage.
Because, of course, it was going to be.
So just 2 damage?
Yeah,
For every
two-
5 feet.
For every 5 feet, yeah.
For every space. Just tell us, like, if you don't want to die, don't move.
Yeah. I yell at our guys, if you see the spikes, don't walk over them.
Bunch of the
Good
enemies
advice.
look down and go,
Good advice.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Then
Adam, it is your
I
turn.
move to the back.
So you move behind the big wall of guys. All right.
Yeah.
Adam.
First off, I kind of turn towards Jake. Well, like you said, but your men at your command, I think we're getting in it.
I think we're getting it.
Well, we got the Alpha Strike,
Mm-hmm.
which is what matters.
They don't have spellcasters. That's probably what matters more.
They, in fact, do not have 4 spellcasters.
Another acid splash, numbnuts, and one of the guys next to him.
Okay, so you got numbnuts and one. Or
Yep.
this next one.
So they need a DC
4
15.
damage, DC 15, Dex 2.
And no, neither of them. So how much?
4 damage.
Okay.
Acid damage.
And okay, one is not looking very happy. He's covered with quite a bit of acid.
2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage.
That's the problem, is when you're hitting multiple guys, that damage
That's it.
multiplies.
Okay.
It's like, oh, only does a little bit of damage, but you have them times 8.
Okay, so Jake's guys start moving forward, and their guys start moving forward, and that's
Chunk, 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 chunk.
okay. So he takes. Okay, he's
'Cause
there.
those-
He's there.
Everyone just takes up a little bit of damage. But it all matters.
That's just them walking across razor blades.
18. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them drop.
Oh,
They're like, this isn't so bad.
spike growth. I deal all of the damage with my 2.
Well, they took a bunch.
Oh yeah, for fire.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that couldn't have dropped them just from that. Oh yeah, burning hands. That would have done the other half.
That was a little over average damage for my burning hands, because max is 24.
Mine was minimum damage.
Okay, so yeah,
It's a bad time to be a
3.
mook.
No, wait, 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4 through 10 just drop. Okay, and then that's 8.
Yeah, that's about right. They've got about 20 health.
Okay, so you have 3. Yeah, you got. Nope, wait. 16. It's not fighting, he is sleeping. So yeah, they rush forward and join in combat with your large group of guys.
Did
They're
the guys
out of the spike growth.
Did the guys who were hesitant actually join in and then just run full through there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Numbnuts is like, let's
Go! How's Numbnuts and 1 looking?
One looks real hurt. Numbnuts looks hurt.
I remember, with Fairy Fire, our guys get advantage against those.
Yeah.
However you want to run that fight. All those.
Well, are you guys participating more, or are you just watching this work itself?
Yeah.
No, we're
I still got a
participating.
spell slot.
Okay. Well then.
Push them into the spikes!
Well, no, if anything, I think the next goal is anyone want to change sides?
Oh, yeah.
Because it sounds like we still have up to, 10 men that might
Yeah.
be our men instead of dead men.
Yeah.
6, 7,
At
8.
least some of them may die on this NPC turn, but
So yeah, that can be Ryan's turn.
Gotta go and
you're probably the best
stabilize-
one for that.
Gotta go and stabilize all
Okay,
these idiots.
because of the fairy fire, out of the 8 that missed, only 3 actually missed.
Yeah, Fairy Fire. It's great in mass combat.
Welcome to tactical combat. We all have advantage and you can't move.
Okay, that's okay, so 1, 2, and 3, those are down.
Hooray.
And then so that's okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys to absorb the other 7 attacks. So one of them's getting hit twice. Let's roll those guys. Okay, let's see who's down. None of them. They all live another round.
Of enemy guys or our guys? Or our
Enemy
guys?
This is your guys' attack on the enemy guys.
Oh, okay.
They took out another group of people. There's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 people left, including Numbnuts, who got hit twice, but not for much. So.
Well, roll over to convincing Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I think they may have lost some morale.
Yeah, it is Ryan's turn.
I am going to make the persuasion check. If anybody's wised up enough, lay down your weapons and you can join our side.
You can go ahead and roll that with advantage.
And I will also use my bonus action to use the Mantle of Inspiration in order to hand out the 5 temporary HP to, I think I can do it up to my charisma modifier, so it'd be the 4 of us plus Jake.
Alright.
And also, if you so desire, you can use your reaction to immediately move up to your normal movement speed.
That's up to you guys, but yeah,
I'll
go ahead and
maneuver
roll.
a little bit more of a
I
position
move
upstairs.
closer.
Yeah, closer. No longer sitting amongst the tables that have now been abandoned, but still behind the
I'll
ranks.
take the 17 then. So that plus 9, 26.
Yeah. All of them except for Numbnuts stopped fighting. Numbnuts still looks angry.
Oh, yeah. So,
But it seems like he's mainly angry because he's in a bit of a blinded rage.
and then my last thing with seeing that is knock him out.
Make him go down.
Jake wanders up to him and it's just pulls out this bit of a big club and just and drops him.
I spare the dying across all the ones.
It insta-stabilizes.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you starting on the ones in the back or the ones who surrendered?
Do you after he's in that, or when Jake's walking over, do you dismiss your spikes?
Oh yeah.
Then I'll start going towards the ones that I think need it soonest.
I will use control flames and snuff out any of the fires in the room.
Okay, so you did it pretty quick, so it was just slightly singed furniture.
Yeah.
I can also put out fires. Presentation lets you snuff flames.
We just start magicking the area.
Well,
Okay.
technically, it doesn't. It says you can instantly light or snuff candles, torches, and small campfires. Doesn't say unattended flammable objects.
I'm relatively sure those count as small campfires at this point in time. I'm going to go ahead and count that as a small campfire at this
Then
point
yes,
in
I
time.
can also cantrip them away.
Yeah.
Okay. So the bartender pops up and goes, "Thank God I joined the right side."
Yeah, we
He
win!
starts like
Yeah!
just offering high fives
Yeah.
to people handing beers.
Good man.
Good man. We also already own the bar.
We don't.
You
You
don't.
can't say that.
Wait, well, you can say it.
And he's like, well,
You'd be a liar. You'd roll a deception.
well, the new owners are here either way.
Sure thing, boss.
Yes.
It gives you a mead. Gives you a mead in like a nicer cup.
So,
I mean, we did need a bar to be that closer. I mean, this really.
Yeah.
So-
And now we have a good hangout place for a gang.
Okay,
And
so
this
you have managed to save the lives of all 17 of them.
Mhm.
And
If
yeah,
I had any reason for my character to know Numbnut's nickname, I'm sure I could manage to like medically insert something to make it literal for.
he's just like, kick me in the nuts. Go for it. Won't even hurt.
That's so cool.
Okay.
I don't know. If more triage is needed, I put up healing spirit. Everyone just walk through, orderly line through this heal thing.
Yeah, I go and help line people up, get them in orderly rows,
Yeah, so as you
pick their pockets while I'm doing it.
stabilize them, wake them up, and come across...
oh, you can throw down Healing Spirit.
Mhm.
I'll walk through that a couple times.
Wait. Maybe. We have 2 second level spells?
3. If
I
you're
got-
full.
I have
Oh yeah,
3.
Okay.
I'm a minor caster.
Yeah.
You get 65 gold.
Nice. These guys are loaded.
Yeah, so because I wasted that first spike growth. So I'm
Go
out
and
of
set
second
that back
levels
on the
with the
table.
heal.
Go ahead and set 60 gold on the table. I deserve some money for my efforts.
Your new
Let's-
men watch you rob the old ones. They went, we chose the right side. Good job, us.
This is your payment,
This is your
for
payment
fighting,
for yeah for
fighting us, and
and I would
making us
assume
heal.
when he does that to make things for ease of situation, we filter that into guild fund for Abbott the next time we see him.
I mean, he gave it to Ryan, so
We put it on the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it and I'm just going to add it to party funds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
party
that
fund.
was
So
the point.
it goes to Abbott, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, as you guys are sitting there and you watch as all these men start throwing their little medallions into the fire,
Yeah. And so,
as they are building themselves a new pyre.
yes, and burn away the old and we will be renewed. We'll have to complete your orientation soon.
And then on the ground, I'm like, you fucking asshole. At the guy who's just like on the ground, he has this like beatific smile on his face. He's just curled up in the corner, happy and asleep. That stupid barbarian.
How was he the lowest health of the group?
He was the highest health of that group.
Oh, okay.
No, the one who got knocked out.
Oh.
Not the guy who was just sleeping.
I thought we were talking about that.
No, the stupid barbarian.
Numbnuts. Gotcha.
Yes. Which is why everyone seemed to follow him, as he was just the barbarian. Alright. Well, that was fun, you guys, and if you want to have more fun just like this, why don't you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe.
Also, to point out, I didn't even kill any of these people.
No one died.
No one died. So, thank you guys for joining us. Come back and join us next time. Bye.